Okay, so to finish the assembling of the overdrive, you will need a shaft like this one. So one option is to have this shaft taken out, which I don't really want to do right now, even though I will probably have to take it out at some point if I want to use this overdrive for the 74 TR6 with the gearbox that came with the 74 TR6. If you want to install overdrive on the non-overdrive transmission, you have to change the main shaft. So if I want to use the transmission that came with the TR6, which is non-overdrive, and I want to install this overdrive that I took off from this transmission, I'll have to take out also this. So maybe at some point I will have to take it out, but I don't want to do that right now. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a dummy shaft, which I can use to assemble the overdrive, and maybe later, I don't know when, I'm gonna have to take this one out and put it in the other transmission. So to make a dummy shaft, I will need some material. It doesn't even need to be metal. I'm thinking maybe wood or plastic or something, and whatever I managed to find in the shop. And it needs to have this diameter here where the sun gear goes. So this diameter is for the sun gear. Then these splines here go into the unidirectional clutch. That's the inner ring or inner race from the unidirectional clutch, which goes here. And then this end here goes inside in this hole of the annulus. So these are the 3 points which we need to have. So let's see. I'm gonna take this with us. We're gonna take this with us, and we're gonna go hunting around the shop. So, what's that? Let's see this. Okay. This might be helpful, okay. Scrap wood. Oh, look at that. That looks like exactly what we need. Does it even have splines? Look at that, it even has splines in it. Let's see, that might work together with that, something we can combine. Let's see. Oh look, even the splines match this. And you can't turn it actually. Huh. Okay. Oh, look at that, even this fits here. Wow, that's nice. Okay. How about this? Oh, this fits here perfect. Wow. Let's see. Actually this way. Okay. That looks like a dummy shaft that we need. Wow, how easy is that? Okay, of course that's April Fool's, guys. I know you guessed already. Of course I had to make these. But let me show you how did I make them. So as I was looking around, I found a broom, and this broom had this handle, and this handle happened to be a touch bigger than the internal diameter of the unidirectional clutch. So what I did, I cut it off. I had to press it like a million times in and out. In the beginning I was hammering it in this way, then this way, then this way, and slowly it made its own grooves, and now it's going in and out very easy, but you can't spin it obviously. Now the the unidirectional clutch stays there. So that was step number one. Then I attached it to my lathe. And I ended up with this. So that was step number one. Then step number two was I found this part of a kid's scooter. Don't ask me why we have scooters here in the shop. Chef Tash will know. But yeah, we have them anyways. So this turned into this. So what I did was I cut this part away, didn't need it anymore, spliced it into here, removed this and this, and then I ended up having this. This was just maybe 5 thou bigger than the internal diameter of the sand gear. So I had to sand it. So if you see here, I had to sand it a little bit, and then it became the perfect size. Then I needed just to join this with this. The diameter of this was too small for this, so I just used the inner part too. That was the extension of this. So I cut part of that, I put it inside, and I locked it with the locking thing. Tank. And then I had to grind this a little bit smaller. I made a channel here because it has a tab here, and now this fits there, and that's it. That's my dummy shaft. Another special tool made of scratch. It took me, I don't know, an hour maybe, but I think it's gonna do the job. Okay, so if you recall, in my last video I didn't know the exact torque that I needed to tighten this nut with, so I went up to 70 foot-pounds, but now I found out that it needs to be 100 foot-pounds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tighten this nut to 100 foot-pounds, and I'm gonna check again the end plate, because it's possible that when I tighten it, the end plate is gonna become smaller. And the other thing I'm planning to do today is the other annulus for the other overdrive. I also haven't taken it apart yet, and I'm debating whether I should take it apart or not, but since I will have to change the seal for sure, I don't know what is the condition for this seal, so I'm gonna have to take this flange out, I'm gonna have to take the seal out, and I'm gonna be almost there, so it's better to take it apart, check what's inside, what's the condition of the bearings. I don't have new bearings, but anyways, if they are not good, I'm gonna have to order new ones, but I'm guessing they will be good, so we're gonna just reuse it. But since I have it taken apart to this stage, and I'd rather take a little bit more time and take it apart completely to make sure that everything in this overdrive is in the perfect condition. So we're gonna set up this 200 foot-pounds now. That's 100. Actually, we are there because you remember I had to turn the nut a little bit more so I can find the right position for the cotter pin. So I actually went from 70 to 100. And we are there. So I'm gonna double check the end plane. Okay. So we are at 0 now again. But again, if you remember last time, what I was doing is with my pry bar, I was forcing the casting up, while the annulus, of course, which is connected to the flange permanently, were staying where they are. So when I force the casting up, that is showing me my end plate of the bearings, right? So I had almost 5, now I have 3 tau. But what is the situation here? I have 3 only when I force the casting up, but I also have some, I should have some, when I force it down. And that's 2, you see? So I have 2 tau in this direction, and I have 3 tau in this direction. So I have altogether 5 tau end plate, which is perfect. So now, just in case, before I start doing anything here on the other annulus, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna measure and see how's the end plate here. Oops. Okay, so we're gonna zero it here. And we're gonna do the same thing. So we have 4 tau when we push it up, even almost 5. Okay, that went. Oh, that moved. How come my 0 moved? Okay. It moved again. Something moved. Anyway, I'm gonna start again. So that's my 0. Okay. I have 5 tau in this direction. And let's see if I have any in the other direction. Oh. What? It moved by 4 tau. By 3 tau. But it stayed there. That's funny. Okay, something is wrong here. Do you hear that click? Okay. Something is moving inside. So I definitely have to take this apart. Because look, the 0, now it's at 0. When I force it down, clicks. That's not good. I definitely have to take it apart. At some point I was regretting that I started taking it apart, because so many people told me that usually there's nothing wrong with these. They break very hard, so I shouldn't have taken it apart, even though it was a known condition. But now this proves me that it was a good idea that I took it apart, because someone told me never use a torque wrench to undo stuff. So I'm not gonna use the torque wrench, and never leave the torque wrench under pressure. Always undo it. So it was at 100 now I'm below 50, so the springy side doesn't be under load all the time. So we're gonna have to do something else here. Something like this maybe. If you remember, before we take the annulus out, we have to remove the speedometer pinion. I don't think I need to show you the whole process here, because you've seen it already. Okay, we have a new O-ring for here. Now I need those also out. Okay, the studs are out, so I'm gonna have to position the casting in such way that it doesn't hit the annulus doesn't hit the plates underneath when it starts going down. Oh yeah, I apologized for the noise last time with the press, with the pedal. I didn't realize it was gonna be so bad in the video, because actually here I heard it squeaking, but it wasn't that bad, and then on the video it was really bad, so I'm sorry about that. So we put grease now on all the connections, so nice and quiet now, right? That's the same noise as the clank that we were hearing there, right? So probably there's too much end play. Probably maybe there's no shim inside, or I don't know what's the situation. But the thing is, I think one of the bearings was shifting on the shaft. Okay. So let's see if we have a washer here. Same thing. Oh no, here we have a washer, it's inside. So this bearing sounds very good, and I don't think it was shifting back and forth, because I was able to shift it by hand, whatever was happening there. See this? I don't know if you can see it, but it's playing sideways. I don't think this is normal, so we might need to buy a new bearing. It's a shame I didn't buy it on time. I wasn't expecting that the bearings on this are gonna be bad. Come on. Okay. Yeah, this bearing is moving very easy. Actually, it came out so easy, and definitely needs to be changed. Yeah, it has some clicking inside. Okay, so obviously we need new bearings for here. Oh, why didn't I order them in advance? But you know, we didn't have the press at the time, and I didn't know that I was gonna need bearings too. So anyways, we're gonna order new bearings for here, and we're gonna, in the meantime, I'm gonna assemble the other one, and that's it. Oh. There is a crack here. A very big crack. Oh my god. So that's why it was so cheap. Okay, I'll show you now. That's why it was so cheap, because there's a crack, starts here going this way and going this way, and inside it's even worse. And as far as I know, those castings are not available. I wonder if we can weld that. I think we can weld around, but that's why the bearing came out so easy. I literally pulled it out with my fingers. Okay, I'm not gonna play with it because I don't want to crack it more, or break it. But we'll see. What do you think, guys? Jed Matley, what do you think? Can I weld this? I mean, not me. I will take it to alloy welders and they can weld it for me, but do you think that's a good idea? It's a shame. Okay guys, obviously this episode is gonna have to end here and we will see what we're gonna do with it. But it's pretty bad. Okay, thanks for watching and I'll see you in my next episode, hopefully with a solution to this problem, but I rely on you also to give me advices if this can be welded and if it is gonna be reliable when it's welded.